Hello everyone and welcome back to a new tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make a pet shop system for the simulator series. And before I start, I want to say that I'm doing a 1000 Robux giveaway when I reach 1000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe. I'll choose a random winner and give him 1000 Robux. Okay, so firstly we're going to start by making the UI, and also we're going to add a server-sided cooldown for this, but we'll do that later. So we're gonna add a text button for the button that will open the shop, and don't worry, we'll do that with a part. Actually, let's do that right now. So you wanna select your ring or shop or whatever. You can make it a part. A part that will make something appear. Let's say it's this. This is going to be the part that when you touch it, it will show the shop. So let's add a script to it, and we're gonna do script.parent.touched touched connect function, and we're gonna use hit, and then we're gonna do if hit dot parent find first child humanoid. Then we're gonna create a variable for the player. So local player is equal, let's firstly check if, and just copy this, paste it here. Dot health is not equal to 0. Then we're gonna create a variable for the player. So local player is equal to game dot players. Let me just put on my headphones. Game dot players colon get player from character, get player from character, hit dot parent, and then we're gonna fire a remote event. So game dot replicate to storage dot and let's add a remote event inside of the remotes folder. So add a remote event and rename it to pop up or open shop. Game dot replicate to storage dot open shop dot remotes dot open shop fire client, and we're gonna send the player. So player, and let's make the pet shop. So this is my shop. So let me just firstly create the UI, and I'll do something later. I'm going to just remove the tool from the starter pack since I don't need that, and I'm going to drag this in here. If you want your simulator to not have a button, you can keep the tool. I prefer having the button. Okay, so it's centered. Now I'm going to add a frame, which is going to be the shop, and I'm going to use a plugin, a very useful plugin that converts the frame to scale. Because, let me show you what it does. So, as you can see now on my PC, this frame looks okay, it looks perfectly scaled, but when I go to mobile, you see what happens. So to fix this, you just go to plugins, download the plugin that I will put the link to in the description, and just click on unit conversion and press scale. Now if you do this, it should work perfectly. Now I'm going to rename the frame to pet shop, and we're gonna add a UI corner to it, UI corner, and we're gonna set its corner radius, the offset to 0, and its scale to 0.1. You can customize your frame however you want. I just want to make it like this. I'm going to center it, but I can't find the center. Okay, so that's the center. Let me just make this smaller. Oh, it's way too small. And you can also add a blur effect in the lighting. So add a blur effect. Now, yeah, a blur. I thought I added a sun rays effect, and set the size to basically whatever you want. Actually, set it to 0 for now. And for the pet shop, customize your frame however you want. So I'm going to center it, add a scrolling frame to it, and I'm going to put the scrolling frame over here, make it big, and I'm also going to change the border size pixel to 0 and change the background, turn color of the frame to a nice gray. because I'm bad at UI designing. And just go to unique conversion scale for the scrolling frame again. Oh, I pressed a UI aspect ratio constraint by mistake, but that's not a problem. And I'm going to copy the color of the pet frame, pet shop to the, and I'm going to apply it to the scrolling frame. And I'm also going to make the scroll bar thickness to 5 and the scroll bar image color to a nice white so that it blends with the color. And now I'm going to add a UI grid layout to it. So add a UI grid layout, and we're gonna set its cell size. Let me firstly add a text button, or a frame, sorry. And we're gonna start by making the cell size, make the offset 0, 0, and the scale to 0.1, and this to 0.1. That's way too small. With 0.3, or yeah, I think 0.3 is pretty good, or 0.2, and this is 0.3 or 0.25 because this is going to be a pet shop. And select your UI grid layout, and we're gonna set the horizontal alignment to center, and we're gonna duplicate the frame to see how our UI grid layout interacts with the frame. So I think we need a bit more space between each frame, so let's select your UI grid layout and set the cell padding, change it to scale again, set the offset to 0, offset to 0, and the scale to 0.05 or 0.02, and this to 0.02 again, or 0.1. No, I'm using the offset, sorry. 0.02, and that looks good to me. But I think I want to fit more pets. So let's say you have like 100 pets, you want to fit more pets. So just set the canvas size to change this number to like 10. But as you can see, the frames are looking very big. So to fix this, I'm just going to make them smaller. So select your UI grid layout and 0.025 or 0.050. That looks good. And the cell padding, again, the y-axis to 0.050. And okay, so I need 0.005. And that looks good to me. And now we can scroll way more, and if you make your scrolling frame bigger, just do the same thing again and it will work. Let me just make this a smaller number, no, a bigger number, 0.3 or 0.4. Yeah, that looks good. Now I'm only going to have one frame, and we're gonna add a UI corner to it. I'm just going to duplicate the one from the pet shop and drag it inside of the frame and rename it to template. And we're gonna add a viewport frame to it. I'm going to put it right here and add a UI corner to the viewport frame, and go to plugins, unique conversion scale to the viewport frame. And I just added this, never mind, I just removed it. And the background color to, I don't know, maybe a nice gray to make the pet pop up more. I think this should be bigger, something like this should do. And I'm also going to add a text button, and I'm going to make it this big. So this is going to be the buy button. I might make it smaller, I think. Yes, it should probably be smaller. Okay, so right here, actually let me just make it bigger, I think. Yeah, that looks good. I'm just going to go to plugins, unique conversion scale, and I'm going to add the UI corner to it again and set its background color 3 to a nice green for a buy button. So let's make it green or a darker green. Yeah, that looks good. And the text scale to true, and text color to a nice white, and text to buy. And I'm also going to change the font to Source Sans Bold because I really like that font, and the corner radius to the scale to 0.3 because that looks a lot cleaner. And I'm also going to rename the text button to buy pet instead, buy pet. And now I'm going to add a text label to the template and plug in the unit conversion scale. And I'm also going to make it smaller again, or actually let me just put this on the top and set its background transparency to 1. And let me just center that like this and this, and the text scaled to true, and the text color to a nice white, and the text to pet name. And I'm also going to change the size of the thing to this, I think. That looks good. And the font to Source Sans Bold again. You can make your UI look way better than mine. Again, I'm not a UI designer, so I'm just, I don't know. And rename the pet name, the text label to pet name. And now we're gonna duplicate the text label and put it here, and this is going to be the price of the pet. So rename it to pet price, and we're gonna set its text color to a nice black so that it's actually visible, or maybe, I don't know, probably this color for now, and the text to like 100. And that looks pretty decent to me. Okay, that looks good. Now we are done with our template, so make sure it's invisible. So select your template, uncheck the visible property, and I just forgot to add a text label here and make it big, and this is going to be the title, like the name of the shop. I'm just going to set its background transparency to 1 for now, and the text color 3 to 255, 255, 255, and text scale to true, and the font to a nice Source Sans Bold, and the text to a nice pet shop. Hopefully that looks good. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the position of the pet shop to, like, let me just make this visible. Yeah, it should work perfectly. I'm going to set the position. I'm going to open up the notepad. Open up a notepad for now, and you want to change, just close it for now, and I'm going to just rename this to title, and I think I did not convert it to scale, so let's do that right now. And you want to set, oh, is that, yeah, I did. You want to select your pet shop frame, the entire frame, and set its position, copy its current position, put it in the notepad, and set its other position. Just set this number over here, just do this, and set the Y to 1, the scale of the Y-axis to 1. And now we're gonna add a local script to the frame, or actually let's just add a local script inside of the screen GUI. So let's add a local script, and we're gonna rename it to main script, and we're gonna create a variable for the frame. Local pet shop frame is equal to script.parent wait for child, and we're gonna wait for the pet shop, and we're gonna create a variable. No, we don't need any variables. Game dot replicate the storage dot what did I call it? Open shop dot remotes dot remotes dot, let me just rename it to open pet shop for organization, open pet shop, and I'm going to copy its name, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Dot open pet shop dot on client event connect function, and we're gonna use a player argument. Actually, we don't need any arguments, and we're gonna have a variable for the player, which I totally forgot about. So let's put that right here. So local player is equal to game dot players dot players dot local player, and we're gonna just drop a line here, and we're gonna do pet shop frame colon tween position udim2 udim2 dot new, and we're gonna copy its current position from the notepad and just remove these weird brackets, and that should be it. Oh, and I forgot to add a close button for the frame. Okay, so and also I just got some limited, so rate my new outfit. I just spent all my Robux. So I'm going to touch this, and as you can see, tween is the frame, and we can't close it. So I forgot to add a close button, so let's copy the current position again, paste it here, and add a text button to it. And I'm also going to rename the text button to close button, and we're gonna make its size a nice, I don't know why, but I would like to put it here and make it say close. Let me just convert it to scale and set its text to close, and we're gonna make sure its text scale is checked, and the color of the text text to white, and the background color to a nice red, or maybe a light red. Yeah, light red works way better. And I'm also going to change the font to a nice source sans bold as always, and I'm going to add a UI corner to it and set its corner radius to 0.3, and I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to set the pet shop position this time to, let me just try to put the y-axis to 1, but as you can see we still see the close button, so let's put it to 2. And now we want to copy the position of the pet shop when it's closed, so when it's not visible, and inside of the close button we're gonna add a local script. So script.parent.mouse button one click connect function, and we're gonna have to do script.parent tween position udim2 udim2.new, and we're gonna paste in the position that you just copied, which is the closed position. Remove the brackets again, and this should be working. Let's hope that it does. Let me just put on my headphones again, and let's touch this. So this still works. Let's go ahead and touch this, and it twins the shop, and we can close it, and that works perfectly. And you can open it again, close it again, and that works. Okay, so that works. Now what we're gonna do is inside of your main script we're gonna create a variable for the buy button. So local pet buy is equal to pet shop frame wait for dot scrolling frame dot template dot by, what did I rename it to? Template by pet. Okay, so it's by pet dot just by pet. And in here we're gonna do, let's firstly create a variable for the template. Local pet template is equal to, and we're gonna do pet shop frame wait for child scrolling frame. Make sure you type everything right. Wait for child the template. So template, and pet by is equal to pet template instead. So pet template dot by pet. Okay, so now we're gonna, let me think about this. Yeah, I think we don't need these two variables. Just copy them, just paste them in your notepad for now. And in here I'm just going to do for I comma v in pairs pet shop frame dot scrolling frame column get children do, and we're gonna add to the template, we're gonna add a end value, and we're gonna set its name to is a template. Now we can just use the function called colon is a, and we can do template the frame, but I don't want to do that because you might have a text button or something, so that's not the best way to do it. So we're gonna do if v colon find first child is a template. I think that's what I called it. Let me just copy this and paste it here. Then we're gonna do v dot by pet dot mouse button one click colon connect function, and make sure you do everything like I do it. And we're gonna add another folder in replicated storage, and we're gonna rename it to remote functions. So remote functions, and we're gonna add a remote function in here, and we're gonna rename it to equip pet. And now what we're gonna do is, I think, yeah, we can just fire that, but I don't want to do that right now. Now I got myself some pets, a pet kit from Banyan Simulator. I will leave a link to it in the description. Let me look for it. It's called pet Banyan Simulator 1 pet. Now I'm going to show you how to make your own pets. Let me just wait for these to load in. So it's 300 pets, which is just incredible. And I'm going to choose some random pets, some cool looking ones, like, I don't know, I'm just going to choose some random ones, like this bunny, just these starter pets, I guess. I'm going to copy them and just remove the pet kit. And I'm going to add a folder inside of replicated store. Let's firstly drag them in the workspace. Okay, so here they are. Going to put them up, and I'm going to show you how to make your own pets. Let me just add a remote event. Let's go to server storage and add a folder, and we're gonna rename it to pets. So the reason why we put it in server storage is so hackers can't access it. So now you just want to select your pets and you want to drag them inside of the pets folder. And now I'm going to show you how to make your own pets. So just add a part, for example, and let's say this is my pet, and I'm going to make sure that the front surface of the pet, let me just look for a face in the toolbox. So let's look for images and look for a face. Actually, let me just use the super happy face. Oh, where is it? Okay, so that's the front surface, I guess. So that's my pet. I know it looks ugly, but never mind. So go to model and go to surface, and you want to select studs, and you just want to select some random face on your pet, and just deselect this and go to surface in the part and go to the front surface and make sure just select it. And I'm going to also set this to I don't know, probably like I'm going to keep it like this. So select your front surface, and then we're gonna add make sure you rename this to, actually no, let's add another part. You want to add another part, and just make sure, let me just remove the decal from it, and just make sure to rename it to head, and set its size, make it so that it covers the pet like this, and make its transparency to 1, and we're gonna just put this down here, and we're gonna add a weld constraint to it, and we're gonna drag our other part inside of the head, and the weld constraints part 0 to be the head, and part 1 to be the part that has the decal on it. And now make sure that both of your parts are not collidable. And let's say I want to add like a new part to this, so just duplicate this part, rename it for example to wings or hat. Let's say you have a hat in your pet. So let me just remove this decal. I'm going to set its color to red, and I'm going to give the pet a nice little hat. Okay, so this is my hat. It doesn't look like a hat, but it's a hat. So I'm going to just change the front surface to, I don't know, probably remove this and set it to smooth. And then I'm going to add another weld constraint and set part 0 to be the head and part 1 to be the hat. They should be welded together now, and you just want to group your entire pet. So Control J or just Control G, or just right click and group. And we're gonna rename it to custom pet, for example, custom pet. And I'm going to drag it inside of the pets folder. So that's how you make your own. Oh, actually I forgot to set its primary part to the head, so make sure you do this. And now we're gonna go back to the main script, and we're gonna have to add a little, let me think about this. So we have the remote function, yes. So local result is equal to game.replicated storage dot remote functions dot equip colon invoke server, and we're gonna send the player, no, actually we're gonna send v dot parent, actually v dot name, and then in your main script and server script service, we're gonna have a variable which is, no, actually game.replicated storage dot remote functions dot equip pet dot on server invoke is equal to function and player comma pet. So after doing that, we're gonna do local main pet. Actually, before we do this, yeah, local main pet is equal to game dot server storage confined first child no dot pets confined first child, and we're gonna find the pet, and in here we're gonna do if not player. Actually, before we do this, if not player dot pets confined first child main pet dot name, then And in here, just copy your leader stats folder and you're going to put it here and just rename it to pets instead of leader stats. And just do this and it should be working now. So if we don't find that he already owns the pet, then we're gonna check if player.leaderstats.coins, or let's create a variable for the currency. So local currency is equal to coins. So I want the player to buy these with coins. So if player.leaderstats square brackets currency dot value is greater or equal than main pet dot price dot value, then, and inside of each pet we're gonna add a string value. No, not a string value, sorry, we're gonna add an int value and we're gonna rename it to price with a capital P. Set the price of your pet to, like, this one is going to be 100. Let me just duplicate it and add another, paste it into all of them, paste into selected, and I'm going to set the price of the bunny to like 200 and the price of my custom pet to 1000 because it's the best pet, and fox to 600, and that's it. So go back to your main script, your main server script, and we're gonna do player dot leader stats square brackets currency dot value is equal to, and just copy this line, and we're gonna put a minus and we're gonna deduct the price of the pet. So main pet dot price dot value, drop a line, and then in here we're gonna do something. So we're gonna equip a pet. So to do that, we're gonna firstly return bot, and in here we're gonna do else. I'm gonna return not, we're gonna return not and not enough coins, and in here we're gonna do an else, and we're gonna return equip, and don't worry about these right now. I'm going to tell you what they mean in just a second. Let's firstly equip the pet. So let's create a function for equipping the pet. So local function equip, local function local function equip pet. Oh, what am I doing? Equip pet, and oh my god, what am I doing? Equip pet, we're gonna send the pet, and in here what we're gonna do is we're gonna do local ap is equal to instance.new, and we're gonna create an align position ap.parent is equal to pet, and ap.rigid, what's it called? I think, wait, let me just add an align position. It's called where is it? Rigidity enabled. So ap.rigidity enabled is equal to true, and in here we're gonna do local let's first create an attachment. So local at 1 is equal to instance.new, and we're going to do an attachment. Let's not create a function for this. We'll do that later after getting this to work. So in here I'm just going to drop some lines like this, and attachment comma, we're going to parent it to player dot humanoid. Actually, before we do this, let's just put it here. So in the character added event, so we're gonna do in the player added event, sorry, we're gonna do player dot character added connect, and we're gonna do a function, and we're gonna do char for character, and local attachment is equal to instance.new attachment comma character dot humanoid group part, and attachment dot name is equal to character at, and in here we're gonna do local attachment. We're gonna clone the pet first, so local cloned pet is equal to main pet clone. Okay, so cloned pet dot parent is equal to player dot character and cloned pet set primary part C-frame player dot character dot head dot C-frame and we're going to create the inline position. We're going to set its parent to the pet, or just say enabled, and then we're going to do ap dot attachment 0 is equal to, and in here we're going to create an attachment. So local at 1 is equal local at ap is equal to instance.new, actually local at p is equal to, or local at pet is equal to instance.new, and we're going to create an attachment again, and we're going to parent it to the cloned pet, and then what we're going to do is cloned pet dot head dot primary part, and that's it. Oh, primary, not primary part. Primary, yes. Attachment 0 is equal to at pet, and ap dot attachment 1 is equal to player dot character dot humanoid root part dot, what did I rename it to? Character at. And then let's see how that looks. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work because we haven't did something right now. So we're gonna duplicate our template and we're gonna rename it to the fox, to a fox, to the name of our pet. So I want to have the bull first, the bull, oh, what am I doing? Bull, and then I'm going to have the fox, and now let's play the game and I'll show you what that just did. Okay, so I'm still recording. I've been recording for a while, so let's open up the shop. Oh, and I forgot to make them visible. So let's do that. Let's make the bull and this visible and play the game. I don't think it's gonna work from the first try, but we'll see. Okay, so let me view my output, and I really like my new outfit. Okay, so never mind. Let me just. Okay, so if I go ahead and buy this, will it? Okay, it's not working because we haven't parented the character. Yes, character. Actually, I wonder why this is not working. Let me see. So, Polaris Prague. I'm going to go here, press buy, and nothing happens. So, I think that's because, let's just remove this for loop over here and go to the buy. Remove these, just don't care about these two. Just select your template, make your pet shop's position. No, actually, just add a local script to the buy pet button. And we're gonna do script.parent.mouse button, I'll click on connect function. And just, oh, actually, what have I done here? Yeah, just copy what you did here. Copy this, just delete it for now. And we're gonna go back to our local script, and we're gonna local result is equal to that, and script dot parent dot name. And now we're gonna do, yeah, that's it, I think. So let's add a, so let's say you want to make a template for the bull pet. So let's say you have a pet called bull. We're gonna just duplicate this template and we're gonna rename it to bull. And now if you go ahead and play and make it visible, make sure it's visible, and play the game and see if this works. Oh, because I didn't even have that much coins. Oh, that's dumb. Let me just give myself some coins. The dispatch coins value to 50,000 or 5,000. And let's just see how that turns out to look. So it's not working. Local results is equal to game.org stores the most for server. Oh, okay, so because we did .name, so .name, and that's it. Let me just make it so that we spawn in with 5,000 coins. That should be enough. And let's go ahead and play the game and see how this looks. Let me just make the output smaller and zoom in the output to see the errors. So let's go ahead and do this. Buy the pet. Primary part is not a valid member of, okay, so it's because the error is, okay, so I wrote primary part instead of primary part. Let's fix that and play the game again and see how that looks. So if I buy this, okay, so we have another error. So instance expected is equal to, oh, main to cloned pet. Sorry, I did a lot of mistakes in here. Is equal to cloned pet. So what am I doing? Wait, what's this? Let me just move this thing from here. Okay, I'm just going to buy pet. And oh my god, rigidity enabled is not a valid member of align position. Okay, so let me see what that happened. So ap.rigidity enabled. So ap. Okay, so let me just look at it here. Is equal to 3. That should be working now. And also we're gonna be adding pet saving in the next episode. And okay, so that works. But it's kind of weird, to be honest. Yeah, it's very weird. I mean, the pets follow you. Okay, so let's fix this mess. Close other tabs. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set the position of the attachment. Oh yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is equal to @pet, and in here we're gonna do attachment dot position is equal to, and vector3 dot new 0 comma 3 comma, no, actually let's put this to 0 and this to 0 to 3, and let's play the game and see how this looks. Should be looking pretty good. Okay, so let's buy this, and oh my god, my pet is going crazy. Okay, so let's fix this. Let me just change this to maybe like 8 steps away, and let's see how that works. Now I need an align orientation to fix this, but I'm happy that the thing worked for now. Let me just do this. My pet is probably going crazy again. Yeah. So let me just change this to 3 and this to 5. This is 5 steps away, and then we're gonna just do this, and instead of AP we're gonna change this to AO because it's in line orientation. So just copy this just here, here, and here, and we're gonna change this to align orientation. At pet just enabled is equal to true, and yes, that should be working. Okay, so let's play that. My pet should not be going crazy again. I hope so. Yeah, as you can see, it follows me perfectly. Now, you might want like a little float animation for the pet. So let's do that right now. Let's firstly return both. So, go back to your buy button script. Let me just remove the bold template for now, and in here we're gonna do if result is equal to boat. So if they bought the pet, then we're gonna do script.parent.text is equal to equipped, or just equipped without that sign, and we're gonna do else if result is equal to not enough coins. We're gonna do else if result is equal to not enough coins. Oh, I forgot to add a capital T over here, capital N, I mean, then, and we're gonna do script.parent.text is equal to not enough coins, and then we're gonna wait like I don't know, maybe like 5 or 1 second, and script.parent.text is equal to buy, and let's see how that works. Okay, so let me just, oh my god, it doesn't want to open up Studio. So oh, I forgot to add the template, so let me just duplicate this and rename it to bow. And see how this works. So let's go here, and I forgot to make it visible, so let me just do that right now by going into my main thing, pet shop, spawn frame, bold, let's make it visible, and then let's buy this, and nothing happens, I guess. Argument 1 missing or nil. So let's see why do we have that? Pet. So we have a little problem here. Ball. Oh, I forgot to make this visible. Let's do it for the fox. And now if you go ahead and play the game, it should be working. And oh my god, I hate this music. Well, not really, I just don't like it, to be honest. Okay, so argument 1 missing or nil. Why? sending game.serverstorage.pets. We are sending the wait. What was this word? Script.parent. Oh. .parent.name instead of .name.name. Okay, so let me just equip this, and it says equipped, and that's cool. And we can't buy the same pet. Actually, we can because we haven't fixed that yet. So let's do that right now by just creating an int value. Let's firstly create this and put it into a function. Local at pet is equal to. Okay, so that should be working. Yes, let me just control X this, and in here we're gonna do local function equip pet, and we're gonna just do the pet, and the parent is equal to pet player comma pet player comma pet. So pet, and we're just going to change this clone pet to pet, and that should be working. So let's just call the equip pet function. So in here we're just going to call the equip pet function, and we're gonna send the cloned pet. And I don't think we need the player argument. I hope so. Let's see if that works, I guess. And also we've got to add a server cooldown because hackers might be able to just spam the button. Okay, so search for okay, primary part. Okay, primary part. Okay, so you have to send the clone to pet. Okay, so I think we've got to send the player comma clone to pet, I think. I'm not sure though, I don't use functions that much, so I just okay, let me just equip this. Okay, so it does work perfectly. So now we have a function to equip the pet. So to do the thing, we're gonna have to let me think about this. So we want to return bot. Okay, so we're gonna create an end value, local pet value is equal to instance.new, and we're gonna create an end value, and we're gonna parent it to player.pets pets capital P, and we're gonna do pet value dot name is equal to, and we're gonna set its name to cloned pet dot name. Okay, so that's it, I think. Yeah. So now I was going to return not enough coins, and okay, so in here when we return equip, we're gonna have to call the cloned pet function again. Okay, so in here you want to just copy this, put it here, and you want to drop some lines, and we're gonna call the function again, but we don't have to add another value. So that, and return equip. So in here we're gonna return unequip instead, and let's go back to this script. Oh well, let's just remove the fox template for now, and let's just go here to this. Okay, so go to the template, and in here if result is equal to unequip, then we're in the script .parent.text is equal to unequip, and in here we're gonna check if so if script.parent.text is equal to equip or script.parent.text is equal to by, then we're gonna do this. And okay, so it's working now. Script.parent.text is equal to unequip. So here we're gonna do else if script.parent.text is equal to unequip. Oh, unequip. I can't type. Then we're gonna fire a remote event. So let's add the remote event inside of the remotes folder and rename it to unequip pet. And then we're gonna do game.replicate to storage.unequip pet .remotes on fire server, and we're gonna send script.parent.name. Okay, so let's create an event for that. And game, let me just put that here. Game.replicate to storage.remotes.unequip pet.onServer event connect function, and we're gonna do the player comma pet, and we're gonna do for I comma v in pairs. Let's firstly check if player dot character dot humanoid dot health is not equal to 0, then we're gonna do for character conf. Oh my god, I hate this. Character player dot character confined first child, and we're gonna find the pet dot name colon destroy, and then we're gonna add a template for the fox. So let's just duplicate this and rename it to fox, and make sure it's visible. So I just duplicated the template, by the way. I'll show you how it works and how to display the pets. That might be for future episodes. So let's go here, let's buy this pet, and it says equipped, and if I press it again, okay, so I have the problem here. So you can't buy the same pet again, which is good, but we have a little problem. It's very easy to fix, so let's do that. So let me just remove the fox template and go back to this local script. So then we're gonna do script.parent.text is equal to unequip. Okay, so in here, if the result is equal to bot, then script.parent.text is equal to unequip, and then just duplicate your template and rename it to the name of your pet and make sure it's visible. And let's see how that works. So if you go ahead to the shop again, I did this like a million times. Okay, so let's get the pet, and it says unequip, and if we try to unequip it, we have a big problem. So argument 1 missing, or oh, pet, not pet.name, sorry. So that should be working now. You should be able to unequip the pet by now. Does, except it does not return what we want, but we'll fix this by just doing script.parent.text is equal to equip. And now we're gonna duplicate the template again and rename it to the name of our pet. Let's do it with the bowl. And don't worry about what I'm doing right now. I'll show you how to make your own pets. I mean how to add the template of your pets. So let's go ahead, and I forgot to make it visible. Great. So let me just make this visible. So let's go ahead and touch this. Equip the pet, buy it, so I have the bull, and also I will add the floating animation to this. And let's go ahead and unequip the bull, and it's unequipped. And if I go ahead and equip it again, it works perfectly. And we can unequip it, equip it again, which is great. Okay, so we have a little pet shop here. I'm not going to end the episode yet because I wanna do something. So in here, let's do just delete this frame for now and add a script to the pet name text label, a local script. So if script.parent.parent.name is not equal to template. Actually, let's just do script.parent.name is equal to script.parent.parent.name, and let's do this. So in here, I think we might have to. Okay, so for the pet price, we're gonna add another local script, and we're gonna do script.parent.text is equal to. Now the thing is, we have the pets in server storage, which is the problem because we can't access the pets from. We can't access server storage from a local script. So I think we might have to. I don't want to do that. Let me think about this. So I want to access this. No. Okay, yeah, I think can solve this from here, I think. Yeah, let's put it here. So in your player added event, just remove the pet price thing. We're gonna do local pg is equal to player colon wait for child. We're gonna wait for the player gy to be added. So when it's added, then we're gonna do pg colon wait local main is equal to pg colon wait for child, and we're gonna wait for the main, and we're gonna do main dot pet shop dot scrolling frame. Actually, let's just cut this, and we're gonna do for I comma v in pairs main dot frame dot scrolling dot pet shop dot scrolling frame colon get children do if v dot name is not equal to template, then so if it's not the template, then we're gonna do v dot price or pet price, I think. Yes, pet price. So pet price dot text is equal to game dot replicate to storage dot pet dot server storage dot server storage colon wait for child pets colon find first child. I'm gonna try to find v dot name dot price dot value, and then we're gonna do. Let's just remove the pet name local script from the template, and we're gonna do v dot pet name dot text is equal to, and just copy this. Shad v dot name. And I think this should be v dot name, yes. And now let's play the game. Oh, and I haven't added a. Let's duplicate the template and rename it to fox. Fox for the fox. Make sure it's visible. And if you don't want to have to make the template visible yourself, I'm going to make that automatic from the script. So let's go ahead and just, okay, so it's not working. Pet price is not, we just have to check if the document name is not equal to template, and the colon is a, we're gonna check if it's a frame then, or if you're, never mind. If your template is an image label, you can do it if it's okay, so it shows the price and the name of the pet, but we have a problem. So local results is equal to character at is not a valid member of bar. Wait, why did that not work? Okay, so let me see where we have the problem. So the player.humanoid part. Oh, I see. So we're gonna do player dot character added. Player dot character can wait for child character at. Now can we try the humanoid root part first, humanoid root part, and then can wait for child and wait for the character at. Character at. Yeah, I think that should be working. Let's do the same thing for this. Player.character for child. Yep, that should be working. No, I'm not sure though. Let me check if my character has that. Player's prog. It should have an attachment called. Oh, it does not have it. Why? I think because of, yeah, there are no infinite yields. So I think you might have to put this here. I don't know. Let me see if that works. Please be added, please. Okay, so that fixed it for some reason. For some whatever reason. That works perfectly. Look at that. It shows the pet. You're gonna equip, unequip, spam the equip/unequip button. Nice. It works perfectly. How cool is that? So I think we might want to add the server cooldown now, since. Okay, so let's do that. So now I'm going to show you how to add the server cooldown. So in here, from your button or your tool, wherever you have, I would highly recommend not using the local script cooldown. So just delete this. Just delete this local script, this and this and this, and instead of sending the amount, because hackers might be able, will be able actually. So hackers will be able to send their own amount. So let's say they send like 1 million. That will happen. So let's just send the player for now. And go back to your main script, and then in here all you have to do, wait, let me just check if it prints. I just want to do something added or some random thing. So you don't have to do this, just don't do it. I'm just checking something. So in your main script, in your game.replicated storage amount, so we don't need the amount here, but we need local amount is equal to 5 from here. And in here we're gonna create a cooldown, so local cd is equal to false. And in here we're gonna do if cd is equal to false, if not cd then instead, if not cd then we're gonna do cd is equal to true, and we're gonna wait like 1 second, and cd is equal to false, and just copy this, paste it here, and that should be working now. So now we have a little problem, I think. No, let's see if it prints high or wherever we told it to print. So okay, so it did print added. So code after that works. So now the cooldown does work. Oh, I think it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh my god. Because we have to put the CD here, I think. Yes, definitely. So let's put the cooldown in here at the top. And we're gonna also get tween service. Local tween service is equal to game colon get service, and we're gonna do tween service. And we might want to tween the attachments position. Yeah, we might do that. We will do that actually, but not now, not on this episode. We'll do that later. Let me see if this works first. Yes, the cooldown does work. It works perfectly. And now what you might want to add is a little tween animation for the button. So we're gonna do script.parent colon tween position, tween size, and make sure that your anchor point on the button, anchor point is set to 0.5, or else it won't work. So tween size, and we're gonna do udem2.new, and we're gonna just copy the current size of our button and go back to our notepad. So let me just copy this, go back to our notepad. So that's the current size. So after firing the remote event, I'm just going to put this here, udem2.new, and I'm going to copy the size of its size right now. So I want it to go like this. So let me just copy the tween size, and then you wanna copy this again, and you want to set the size of your click button. Oh my god, I can't type. I mean, I wasn't selecting that. Never mind. So I want to put this in the center of the screen, of course. Wait, I can't find the center of the screen. I don't have that little line that shows. Okay, so it was here. I swear it was here. Okay, I see it now. Okay, so then we're gonna wait 0.3. Actually, in here we're gonna put comma nil, and we're gonna we're gonna do 0.3, and then just copy this and paste it here, and you're gonna copy the normal size. So just go back to your notepad again and paste here the normal size of your button, and hopefully this should work. Okay, so it does work, except it's really slow for some reason. I thought 0.3 seconds was very fast, but it's actually not. So let's just put this to 0.6. And now that we are done with this, oh wait, 0.06. So wait, 0.06, and then do that. So let's go ahead and press this, and I really like this. So yeah, I think we might be done for this episode. Oh no, actually, yeah, let me show you how to add new pets, because that's messed up if I don't show you how to add new pets. So what we're gonna do to add new pets is, let me just make this position to 0 so I can show you. Let me just delete this frame. So all you have to do is to duplicate this template. Let's say you have like So my worst pet here, I want it to be the bull. Let's make its price like 50. And then the other one would be the bunny. Let's make it like 100 for its price. And the fox is going to be the third best pet, so let's make it like 250 for its price. And the custom pet, which is the last one, make it like 500. So I have a bull, so let's duplicate the template. I'm gonna rename it to bull. And then you want to duplicate it again, and you want to rename the duplicated one to bunny. So the second one is the bunny, and you want to duplicate it again, and I'm going to rename it to fox. I'm going to just duplicate it again, and I'm going to rename it to custom pet. And also, don't worry, I will show you how to add those pet images because they're pretty cool. So now that works, what we're gonna do is, yeah, we're gonna add a script that will make them visible. So let's make the position of this back to 2, and I'm going to back to my script in here. Actually, instead of doing this, just make all of them visible, to be honest. Yeah, and just remove the template. Just make all of them visible and just remove the template since we don't need it. So now if we go ahead and play the game, we should have a buy button and other stuff for all of the... Oh, actually I just thought of a bug because we just added more pets. Let me just put on my headphones again and press this. I think we have a bug. So as you can see, it shows the pets. So let me just try to buy this one. As you can see, it does equip it, but we have a little problem. If we buy this, we'll just keep on saying I'll be able to equip 700 pets at the same time, and we don't want that to happen. So to fix this, let me just remove these, or yeah, that's why we need one script for the buy button. So sorry for that, but I'm gonna have to delete all of these. So by pet, we're gonna have, let's do something. So if script.parent.text is equal to buy, then we're equipped. So if script.parent.text is equal to unequipped, then we're equipped, or buy, then if pairs is equal to both, then for I, v in pairs script. Let's do something. Let's put this script inside of the main or the inside of the pet shop and rename it. Actually, copy whatever is inside of the script, Control X it, and just delete it, and go back to here and just do this, paste it here. So in here we're gonna do, just copy this for I, v in pairs script.parent, wait for child, actually in pairs pet shop frame, wait for child. I'm gonna wait for the scrolling frame, get children, oh my god, I hate typing. Get children, do. Now we're gonna check if v.name is equal to, actually, if v, yeah, if v is a, and we're gonna check if it's a frame, then, and we're gonna have to do v.buy bt .buy pet .mouse. Oh my god, I hate typing. Mouse button one click, connect. We're gonna do function and paste in that. So just remove this and this, and just Control A and format this document. And now we have to do something. So then v.text. So anything that says script.parent, change it to v. Okay, so v script.parent, we're gonna change it to v, and this v.parent dot name. And in here we're gonna do v dot text, and in here v dot text, v dot text, and v dot text, v dot text. Oh, and in here I actually forgot to change it to v dot text. And in here we're gonna do v, and in here we're gonna do v dot parent dot name. So that should be working. Let's hope so. Let's not add a lot of frames for now. Let's just use the bull frame, and let's keep on pressing this, and it gives us cash. And we're gonna just buy this, so it doesn't work, so we have a big problem, I think. So text is not a valid member of okay, so if we don't text. Oh, what am I doing? I've been just doing all of this for no reason. So let me just close other scripts. And in here you have to do if v dot biped. If v dot biped, and just copy this. V dot biped again. V dot biped dot text, and in here v dot biped, v dot biped dot parent, and in here v dot biped dot text, 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 and finally v dot biped dot text, and another v dot biped dot text, and v dot biped dot text this time in here is equal to that v dot biped again, biped dot parent. So let's hope that this works and see how this looks. So let's go here, buy this. This is unequipped, so it works perfectly. Oh, never mind, it doesn't work perfectly. So we have a little problem here again. V dot biped instead of v dot biped. So that should be working now. We have only one script for all of the buy buttons, which is very cool. And let's see how that works. Okay, and also we're gonna add images soon in the next episode, because I've been recording for a long time right now. So if I go and unequip this bit, okay, that's cool. Equip it again, works perfectly. It works like a charm. Now all we have to do left is, wait, what do we have to do left? Yes, fix that bug. So to fix that, it's very simple. When we press the button and it says buy, then we're gonna loop through. Actually, if results is equal to buy, then we're gonna loop through all of the for convenient pairs. Just copy this. Just copy this in pairs, that, and we're gonna do a do, and we're gonna do v dot buy button, v dot buy pet dot text is equal to if we're gonna check if player dot pets call find first, oh my god, first child, v dot name, then what we're gonna do, actually before we do this, we're gonna have to check if v colon is and we're gonna check if it's a frame, then, and in here we're just going to do this and put this here, and if v colon is that, if player.pets confined for child v dot name, then all we have to do is to put I think, yes, v dot by pet by not but by pet dot text is equal to equip, else we're gonna do v dot by pet dot text is equal to buy, and that should fix it, I think. Oh no, we have to do this in here. So if results equal to that, else if that's equal to not enough coins, then we're gonna do that. But if it's equal to unequip, then we might gonna have to do the same thing again. So actually, let me just look through. Okay, so I want to have more pets, so let me just add the fox too and the bunny, and I want to see if this works just fine with it or not. So let's see how that turns out. So let's just do this. So let me just buy the bull. It says unequip. If I unequip it, it says equip. If I go ahead and buy this, it says unequip. If I buy this again, it says unequip, and it unequips the old. Oh, we have a lot of problems here, but we'll fix that. So equip this, and so when we equips it, we have to go through all of the pets and do that. So we have to do this again. So let's do that. For I comma pairs. If results is equal to not enough coins, yes. Equal to buy, unequip. So if it says equip or buy, then we have to do that. Oh yeah. We might gonna have to do this too. So yeah. And in here, we're gonna have to fire a remote event each time. So in here, we're just gonna have to do, yeah, that's easy. This to game dot replicate the storage dot remotes dot unequip pet fire server. And we're gonna send the player and just copy this, and we're gonna just do the same thing here. And when he equips it, I have to do that. Oh, this is hard. Did not expect this to be as hard, but yeah. Okay, you know what? This is going to be it for today's episode. If this helped, and by the way, we'll fix this in the next episode. But now we've got the pet shop working so far. And in the next episode, we're gonna add pet images, and fix this bug, and much more. So if this helped, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next time. So let's just test this again and see how this works. Actually, we don't need to test it because I just broke it. Let me just put it back to how it was, I guess. So let's just do that again. Let me just remove this unequip thing and remove this. We're gonna send it back, or v.pet.buy. Oh no, let's just put this back. I'm just breaking this again. Oh my god, I can't go back. Okay, never mind. Let's just remove this, and we're gonna send v.buy pet.parent.name. And let's test this one last time. And you guys can rate this pet shop in the comments and tell me how it looks. You can buy this, it's equipped, and yeah, this is going to be it for today's tutorial. If this helped, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.